My name is Harrison Apple. So I teach ESOC 300, or E-Society 300, Digital Storytelling and Culture, and that is in the School of Information. I love teaching that class for a couple of reasons. Some of them are more personal than others. So right now I'm a PhD student in the Gender and Women's Studies department at the University of Arizona. But before I entered graduate school, I did my undergrad in, it was sort of an interdisciplinary degree program. I started in fine art and I moved into global studies and then found the department where I could join the two of them. And in that mixture, I found a lot of people talking about storytelling from both a studio and academic kind of perspective. And I think that that class allows me to help students think about those faculties as related, not so distinct. I haven't had the pleasure of having a lot of fine art students in our class, but I have noticed that the students I have, they take to the studio environment quickly. I think it takes away some of that pressure of performing academically all the time. Many. What type of skills? I think that what I emphasize first and foremost is building narratives from memory. I think that's one of the first things I usually assign because I want people to think about the fact that when they read something or they see something, that narrative was a long process of constructing it, and it usually has to involve at least some personalization of that narrative by the creator, or at least working with somebody who has that perspective. So starting there, and then we build on different production skills, things that seem a little bit more technical. I can't speak to other people who have taught the class because it is a class that's taught by many different faculty. But I find that I emphasize first, written storytelling skills, trying to keep things familiar and basic. I think most students enter with that. And then we move into more abstract forms of telling stories, things that aren't quite so textual. So something that I think I brought to the class that I hadn't seen in other people's syllabi was emphasis on sonic landscapes, about sound telling stories without words. And I felt like that was one of the most exciting portions of the class for me because it got the students to start thinking about how to work with each other as creators and maybe let go a little bit of the idea that there is one author to the story, and also that their intentions with the work aren't necessarily, I should say, a project isn't only successful if the intention of the creator and the reception of the audience are the same. And I think that that exercise, trying to have them tell a story with no language, or at least no spoken language, really helped them to let go of a little bit of that fear of getting everything right, making everything really tight. And the response was that they were excited to see how things changed between what they put out into the world and how people receive it.